there'll be people starting, a few people anyway.
I'm alone. I am the light. I am you. You are me. You were out for a bit. Great. I'm alone. I'm really alone. Where are you? Hello, darkness, my old friend. Hello, darkness, my old friend. I come to talk with you again because a vision softly creeping left its seeds while I was sleeping. And the vision that was planted in my brain still remains within the sound of silence. Hello. Gray, you there?
Because
Okay.
the computer on instead of, and see now, hold on.
We are live, just in case.
I had it where it would have been on turned on its side. Give me a second. Let me see if I can. Just give me a second.
Yeah, sure. Hello, everyone. Welcome to the void. Welcome to the big nothing in
Well, you
space.
know what? I'm here. This is basically to try to connect with anybody that might and want to talk or whatever. I, like self-destructed made a he like sometimes when I was filming in vertical, he was like, and then I have a little icon where I can hit it and it would make it wide like a computer screen, even on my phone. But apparently I remember now you have to hit that and then you start the stream. It's like in the middle of the stream, it wouldn't work. Like I think I would have to take both of us off the screen. I actually
Yeah.
it's too complicated. So
Now, just roll with it then.
and that's normally what I do. Like I usually just fire it up and go.
Yeah.
But I was like on a crunch time. I probably just but I just wanted just hang out for a little bit.
Sure.
Hopefully, I'm not gonna worry about. I put the link in the comics group, satire group. I just went ahead and put the link there, and it's like anybody want to come on, join. I sent a link to self-destruct. Because when I opened up the phone today, I saw her like in the group. Like he had came in and was like, "What's up?" And you were like, "Well, I think Gray's gonna be missing for a little while, or he's gonna be
Yeah.
gone for a little while." And I thought that was pretty cool. And then I also had a bunch of text messages and shit like that. Actually, I should have sent my buddy James Gibson the link. But like, I don't think I can do it on my phone now. Like, if I try, like if I back out, then I'd have to reconnect through my phone. Now I'm on my computer too, but
Yeah.
there's a reason I do it this way because if you'll remember a while back, my computer camera wasn't that great anyway, but all of a sudden it really got fucked up.
Yeah, I remember the colors were not right. Something, yeah.
What?
The colors of your computer were not right for some reason.
Yeah, and it was kind of had a reddish tint or something. So once I had to figure out something, this kind of works better. Are you able to like? I guess I'm being too concerned. I mean, stream a little bit later. Like after this, I can do a few more things, and then you know how I do it. Like sometimes if I wake up at 4 in the morning, I start streaming.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm kind of stumped here. I'm trying to create a flow. Like we got to start figuring out. But actually, I'm kind of just. I think this is the part where we're just kind of hanging out for a minute, and I'm not so much worried about an audience, but we've only actually been like 7 minutes and something, I think. Or am I right? Yeah. So it's not even been long enough because I posted it in my community on YouTube, and a few people.
Yeah.
I was like, "Hey, I'm back. Come check it." So
So
I guess
so you've been kind of left this place this morning.
I've been what? Yeah, I just left this morning.
Right. Are you under some sort of medication now?
Am I on a vacation now?
No, medication.
No, like
All right.
there's a protocol. Like they start off with a certain amount of meds that like I was really probably dehydrated and my liver enzymes were off, and before they could get me to the actual detox part of the hospital, they had to put in a whole liter of like saline into me. They wanted to get some things corrected,
Right.
and they're like I've been in a couple rehabs. I've been other than that, I never had checked myself in detox. I was like, a short stay ain't really, but it helps. I needed a break. Like I was at the point again, like I was back the last time, but it actually, I believe it had gotten worse. And I think people could tell. Like we were doing some fun streams, but like when I was cutting my camera off, I was taking a swig of the bottle.
Yeah.
And,
No, you were yeah, a bit
like I just didn't want to. Like I knew people knew that I was off the wagon. Like
yeah.
if it watched or heard me, you could slowly hear me start to slur and all that bullshit, kind of like pulling a self-destruct.
Yeah, doing a self-destruct.
Yeah, but I don't like. I'm not trying to like. I'm not playing no character. I'm just me. But
Yeah,
I think it's one of those things like a shame. You know, you're just like you just you find yourself back at the same place. And I want to get off this subject because my intention is to have a fun stream, and somebody is watching that.
yes.
It might be somebody watching on a TV, but whoever is out there watching
Sanctified human
right
being.
now or listening, we appreciate you being here. But yeah, man. Oh, so what's really cool is they put it. I was there for the first several days by myself in a room, and a couple of days ago, I think it was Friday. Like I've already been there once. The other guys have been there a couple times. So the lady that like does the intakes or whatever, she's like, I'm gonna put Ivan with Gray Cloud because they both like to talk. They're very nice people. Like she knew our demeanors, and like that was the coolest part. So the first night we had a little bit of conversation, and I brought up comic books. I was kind of like trying to find some like what did we have in common, but we had a lot in common already, but just in our conversation. And then the next morning when I woke up, he's like, "You said you like comic." I was like, "Yeah, man, you like." He said, "Hell yeah, I have like $20,000 worth of comic books, and someone stole it." And then he's also an artist, so uh, I have it. We exchanged contact numbers. I told him a little bit about Comicsgate and everything, and he was like I was talking about the day that I left early that morning. I was streaming and Tank Ferret was on, and
Yeah.
we were talking about a lot of different things, but he mentioned like the board game or whatever he's also working on. I don't know if you know. I know you do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, he mentioned I was in the stream as well. I was watching for a bit.
yeah. And when I mentioned, now I don't know what kind. That's one thing. If the next time I talk to Tank or he comes on, I, like Ivan had good questions that I couldn't answer. He's like, so is it going to be a board game with like figures and you roll your dice and like I just assumed it was maybe some kind of role playing thing with like a board and but I'm not really sure. Like I've heard him talk about it a little bit, but those would be some interesting questions to find out. So like, but Ivan, he's gonna work on a logo for the channel for me, like design something that I can use and maybe have turned into an intro and animate it. So like, like I've never thought about that. I've been thinking about it for a while, but I'm working on like I talked to Anunnaki Child a couple of times while I was in detox. You probably heard me mention this. Like I'm trying to create uh another stream that would be on a schedule. I have to hold myself to it, but we're letting it grow organically. And he don't know a lot about streaming and all that,
Uh huh.
but he's really interested in but his eye like the stream we're working on is kind of like, yeah, you were there. I was talking about Art Bell and all
Yeah.
that. Okay, yeah. But it was but I was letting him develop the name. I said it's got to incorporate both our channels and our names in some way. It can't just be something like, you know, I don't know how to explain it. Well, like D-Wag was talking to me on the way home. I was talking to him on the phone, Darren Wagner,
Yeah.
and he was talking about like Mike Bancroft and I guess somebody else named I don't know. They're doing something called Mike, and like they're just using their names. Like, and we were talking about you like the name that Anunnaki Child came up with. It just clicked. Like he came up with Into the Gray with Anunnaki Child, and I was like, man, that sounds pretty good. And then I asked a few people while I was talking to him on the phone. I was like, what do y'all think about that? And I think that's what we're gonna roll with. I was like, that's got a ring to it. Like it sounds like a good like it sounds like a good title for the type of stream it's gonna be.
Yeah, yeah, sounds good.
You
Definitely
know,
sounds good.
it's incorporating Into the Gray with like I'm the main host because it's coming from my channel, but with him. And
Hmm.
and then I'm gonna get back to the comics crew. I am gonna schedule one for Saturday and try to like I'll probably try to figure out and schedule it today. Go ahead and put it out there. Start dropping the links every day, like posting it on it. Like not trying to spam nobody, but like just every day, maybe remind people, hey, don't forget that Saturday comics group's gonna have like comics group's coming back.
Yeah, makes sense. That's fine.
Yeah, because there was like we started it. We did like the real first comics group thing was the comics group dildos that I did late night, and Omar was the only one there with me. But then we had that discussion. Is like we might not use that now. But since then, I was like, fuck it. I'm just trying to have fun. So occasionally we will do that kind of show, and it's just satire. It's if like I have nothing against Patrick Quinlan or whatever, or you know, whatever my opinion is of how they kind of acted towards Dr. Ben, it's like no hard feelings, but hey, I'm just trying to make something funny. And like if you
Hmm.
don't joke, fuck you. I think I have to learn to have that attitude.
Yeah, yeah, that's true. And you do what you want to do. That's it.
Yeah, if I know I'm not really meaning any harm, it's just a play on words.
Yeah.
Like I won't necessarily do that. That might be maybe I'll do those like when I'm not able to sleep or something. Just randomly maybe hit a few people up and like, hey, you want to do a comments group dildo today? More late at night or something.
Hmm.
I don't know. You might be thinking, man, Great Cloud's lost his fucking mind.
No, it's okay. I mean, if you want to do it in the middle of the night, you just do it.
Well, whatever time. Like eventually I'm gonna do another one, and it'll be it won't be just a comments group meeting or comment like you
Mm.
spell it, like a comments group.
Uh-huh.
Like I think there's different things we can do with it. Uh, since I was in detox, I did a lot of different I brainstorming. I actually did some writing. Like I did a little bit more kind of organizing some things with my hero and dog concept. And then I'd been hearing like a week or two ago, I was watching like the Church Boys, and like Cynic was like, "Oh yeah," when I came in the chat, like he was like, "Yeah, guys, man, Grey Cloud's he's got something he's working on," and like he was like, it's a really good idea, blah 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 blah." And I'm like, because I had asked him, because he offered to give me some help like with the writing and stuff, but I also asked him, I was like, I need someone to help reel me in when I'm like off the map. And I feel like that's kind of his way of like, hey man, you got this. You got it. I'm, you know. And then Darren Wagner told me this a few nights ago or something. And again, so he's like putting plugs in it already for what's not even. But like I thought, that's pretty cool. Like no matter what your
Hmm.
opinion is, I know a lot of people have a controversial look at that whole thing, but they're just trying to have fun too. And I know that they took jabs at Liam, and I know you really like Liam and all that. Like besides that part of it, some of the stuff they do is entertaining, and especially when they actually just have other creators on there to promote them. I really like that part of it. If that makes any
Well,
sense.
yeah, no, it makes perfect sense. I think I've said it before, maybe to self-destruct. I do support the freedom they have to do the show they want. I do support the ability of Frog Tony to do the shows he wants. Same with Liam. Same with everybody. I have nothing to say regarding that. I have no issue with that. I don't. I will be the last person to say that their show should disappear or this other show should disappear. I
Right.
simply I judge shows by the content that they have, and I'm telling you, try to watch CG Church back when. Maybe when Johnny just stopped streaming like a couple times because they were mostly at the same kind of time, yeah.
I want.
And I just couldn't. It's not made for me, I suppose. Uh, and then afterwards, with all the stuff with Liam and that, I mean, I just can't stand it. I sometimes Liam does these EFABs and it's just unbearable. It's not my style, I suppose.
Well,
I mean, I understand they want to have fun, la la la, but it's just not my thing.
no, I think you get what I was talking about. Is like I might watch some of that stuff, but I like it more like when they actually like because they do bring people on sometimes. Like I don't think I have a regular schedule, but at least maybe once or twice a month at some point they have somebody on that they're trying to help promote. And like I think I'm only like I usually pop in and out of it, so I think we're on the same. Like maybe occasionally you just yeah. Like I'm a more short reporter than you are, but we are both
Yeah,
two different people, and I
yeah, yeah,
totally understand why you. But like if you're like scrolling through and you catch them on a night where like it's not all about drama and it's about they're actually discussing a book or a project, and like the Godfo guys have been on there and all that. It's like, and I have no what like I can't tell them what to do.
yeah. No, of course.
They've always been good with me, and
Mhm.
they've never, but I've never gave them a reason for anything. The only thing I get embarrassed about is because they go hard on Frog Tony's teeth, and I'm losing a lot of fucking teeth. Like it's like I'm like, but I can't worry about that either. You know, if
Mm.
I 2 years old, also.
No, I think the thing with Tony just goes beyond any physical thing. It's just a matter of just I don't know, maybe hatred or whatever.
Yeah.
Same with Liam. I mean, it doesn't. You don't relate to that. I think you. I think you could be. You would feel safe regarding those matters. That's just different people.
Oh,
That's it.
I, I something is going on here with. I remember this happened the last time, so I just realized certified human being. I am sorry that I just now saw you here. I hope you're still there. There's somebody certified human being that's
Yeah. I saw him before
what do
here,
you
and also
Like,
But right now, let me see.
did you say he's
Right.
been?
Yeah, he was in the chat for a while. Yeah, I saw that. Yo, yo, yo.
Well, see, I just realized that I had a message from the computer, and then I tried to turn the message. But I remember this the last time, for whatever
Yeah,
reason, on my phone, the chat. But I don't. I usually pay attention to the chat on the computer anyway, because
yeah.
like it's like you done seen me like fumble, like I touch something on the phone and it gets screwed up, and then I got to come back in, and it's all this complication. So I'm just gonna leave the phone alone as far as trying to touch it, and then anything else I need to do, I'll do on the laptop.
Give me a second. I might need to reboot this thing, and I'll be just back. Need to restart it. Just
Okay, no problem, man. You're always welcome. If if you have to go. So certified, are you still there or did you bounce? Oh, hold on. For me. I don't know why this is not. What this is weird.
and I'm back.
So you're here now.
Yes, and you're
Yeah,
here as well.
I'm lagging here. So I just use the hotspot on my phone, but it's unlimited. Um,
Right. No, the thing is, I pressed the full screen button and
yeah.
pressed it back, and then I couldn't see the screen. So I had to restart the thing, refresh just the
I
web
seen when
page.
you came back in, and I'm looking at the computer, and I like both of us were still showing, but on my phone it was just me, and I was like, "What the fuck is going on?"
Oh, it's a delay with YouTube, probably.
Right, like the phone's still trying to pull the chat up, and I'm just like, I don't need to see the chat on the phone, so because I can gladly read it right here on the laptop.
Yeah.
So there, so there's two people again. I was trying to say in something like certified human being. Are you still with us? Evidently, they. I remember them because I remember when they came in the chat before I'd left or something. It might have been that same day that
Yeah,
like
that guy has a range. You gave him a range at some point.
well you can give them a wrench, can't you?
No, I can't. That I
Huh?
know. I don't think so.
You wrench.
Yeah,
Do
that
you?
certified human being has a range. You can see it in
Oh,
YouTube.
he has a wrench. Okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's been. Well, I'm assuming it's a he, but yeah, like I remember when he showed back up, and he was like he had been following us for a while, or following me for a little while. I think he told me it. I don't remember exactly how long. I should drop. I wasn't gonna do this today. I wanted to try to see if anybody from the community and the people I've interacted with the most if they were interested, I was trying to do it where like I would just send you the link and then you come on. But
Right.
if I'm gonna drop the link, like that's what I mean, that's what I've been doing. And I'm gonna and now watch it not work in the chat, but I think I should like I think that's something at least to offer, especially if I forget things, especially if someone hadn't been there in a while. So he does have a wrench.
Yeah.
Sometimes there's certain people that have watched me for a while, and then just maybe something they've got caught up in something, and maybe they weren't able to watch for a little while, and then all of a sudden they reappear. Uh,
Yeah.
the same like Bleed Blue. You were in the chat when Bleed Blue was there, I think.
I think so. Yeah.
Well, he's been in the chat a few times more recently, whether you were there or not. But you eventually, because I remember that day he was like, I was trying to get him to come on, and he was at work, and he's like, "Let me take my lunch." Like, I'm taking lunch, and then or no, he said, "Wait till I go take lunch," and then he was going to try. He didn't think he could come on with his phone, and he's like, "I don't have to have the." I think, no, man, just hit the link. Like you can be on there. And so I guess I just there was I just got out of the place this morning, so it's kind of like I didn't really think it out. I just knew when I got back, I was like, I want to do a stream, and like, however long it goes, it might be short, it might be long, but I was like, I want to do a stream and at least try to see if anybody's in, you know, wants to watch or interact in the chat or come on. So, but then also like when you see the numbers go up and down, it doesn't mean that sometimes it's the connection or it like they may. I've had plenty of times like I'll see the numbers and all of a sudden one or two people don't seem to be watching, and then they're there. It's almost like I
Hmm.
don't YouTube or like it's kind of YouTube or Restream or any of that happens. Like you'll think you lost a bunch of people, but they're actually still there. It's just for whatever reason it's not.
Yeah.
So let's get happy. Hey, I know what I'm about to do. If you don't mind, I brought my little kit into my room so that like before you had popped in, and I realized that you were back there. I was setting it up where like I was gonna try to open up with just like a little beat, like a or something, whatever. But and you're here to talk, but I just wanted to kind of go. Why don't we do this? I'm gonna I'm gonna take you off for a second. You'll still be there, and no, you're already on here. We got Dennis Rodriguez in the house. That wasn't, but I had the fun like that one or two times I did that. Where I just kind of like do a little. We got self destruct. You know.
Hmm.
But like it's fun that I can do something like that, even if it's just the bucket. Especially if I'm just up by myself for a while.
Yeah.
It's it's a way to keep it kind of flowing and be. It's something I can do that may be entertaining until people show up. So yeah, I'm trying to find. I'm gonna try to reach out to several people. Um, I would really like to have someone on the back end that you know like on the back end that pulls all the stuff up and is really good at it. Like Self Destruct can pull stuff up quick and do things.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
He's not consistent. So, and it's nothing against him. He even admits that. You know, like but I'm trying to figure out who I can maybe reach out to and like say, is there any like I already know who I'm going to reach out to and ask about if they could maybe find somebody that, of course it's not like a paid thing right now, but what if I can get something going where it turns into something? I mean, I don't have dreams of that, but I like to, like it could organically one day just be bigger than I thought it would be.
Yeah. Good. It's possible, of course. Yeah.
You just have to keep, that I'm not chasing that. And I'm not chasing monetization. You've heard me say that several times probably. Like my theory is, I do drop my cash, but I just drop it there and I don't really bring it up. I don't like, now, but I was thinking more like I already have some ideas. But it'd be cool to have like a merch store like Johnny has, and maybe not a lot, but people can support me in that way. Go to the store and buy something.
Or that coffee thing as well.
Do what?
Coffee. Coffee.
Yeah, I have an account. I created the account, and I just keep forgetting sometimes. So I got to get better at that.
Yeah.
And then on Ko-Fi, you can go actually make posts, and I realized that, but I just haven't done it. Did you know that?
No, I didn't.
You did?
I've seen. No, I didn't. I didn't know that you could post as well.
Yeah, I didn't know till I created the account, and then I saw like you can make posts, and I don't know what all. And I've heard a couple of the other people that have been using it for a little while talk about that aspect of it. Like, basically, they were talking kind of like I was like, not really keeping up with putting enough up. But I didn't realize that. So, like, that's another point. Like, I need to explore it more. But right now, I'm concentrating on getting back in track and staying sober, and if I'm going to schedule something, sticking to it. Not do comments group maybe 2 weeks in a row, and then for 2 weeks I don't do it. It's like
No, you have to be consistent, and you have to be on time. Also, if you put yourself a time schedule, just stick to it. Whatever's going on, try and work out your issues before, and then just stick to it, and that's it.
Yeah, well, like I realized that, and I said it all the way leading up to this last time because I have several people willing to work with me on something. It's just if I'm asking somebody to be part of something, and I'm not even showing you any effort on my side, they can't work with me because I'm not working on myself to send them some of what I got to have them send me a feedback on it.
Yeah.
Like if you're wanting to work with a group, a team, because I've said that multiple times, I'd rather I like teamwork. So like, I guess I got to think about it like the guy that brought me home, he was like, and I'm not, it always makes me feel weird, but he's like, man, like you have you have kind of like a leadership personality or like, and I was like, I know, man, because I don't know, I'm not saying I'm a leader. Like I was always so uncomfortable with like, I remember, I have a relationship with spirit and everything, but like it, it's been consistent saying you got to just accept that people are drawn to you for whatever reason, and I have been in charge of things before, but like if I'm not together, I can't. Like I'm nobody's boss, but if I'm gonna ask somebody for their help, then I need to deliver on my end.
Yeah, I have to step up.
Yeah, I can't keep. I'm 52 years old. I don't have much time. I'm not saying, but nobody knows how much time they have. But I realize I'm getting closer to the end. I'm further away from the beginning than I'm closer to the end now. So if I want to see something done, even just one thing that is put out there that I helped to be part of or came up with the ideas, it'd be nice to just know I had, because I know I got it in me. Like I know I can do it. It's just you can't. It's like you can't just keep going back to the same thing. Like, but I said I wasn't going to talk about all that kind of stuff.
Well, that's okay. Maybe that's what you need. You're also free to change subject though.
Yeah. And I don't think I intended that when I set this up to be like we'll roll as long as we like. Seems like you're able to talk right now, but at some point I'm thinking, eh, maybe it's just the wrong. Like I'm. It might be, like I'll wrap it up here in a little while, and it'll keep it kind of shorter, and then I got a lot of other stuff still to take care of. I just got back, so I'm like I was rushing trying to get things done just to get set up. But this mainly just like try to just let people know I'm back, I'm all right, and we're gonna make something happen.
Yeah, that's good.
Thank you, man.
Folks can't catch this in replay or something.
Do what?
Folks can catch this in a replay or can just see your tweets about it, and they know you're back.
Yeah, like I posted that little video and like let people know, like between now and tomorrow, now I'll be ready to roll. Like I'll be back in sync. Well, like I once I get a little bit of rest tonight, and I might wake up early before daylight. It might be right at daylight, but I want to get back into that too because that was going really well. Like my morning stream, like as long as it wasn't every day, but I was doing it multiple times a week, and it was like I found a good pocket of time where a lot of the people that we kind of interact with were popping in.
Mhm.
Tank, different people, and I think it's because of their hours. It's like they catch you on early in the morning, and you know they can just they be there because there's so many. Like as you go in later in the day, you start getting a lot more people of streams, and they start all over the place. There's no way you cannot stream when somebody else is streaming because it. But I found like it seemed like when I start something early in the morning, it's usually a pretty good experience. Good interaction in the chat. People join the stream. So well, I kind of got back into that this past week, didn't I? Or like before I went to detox,
Yeah.
and it was working. Like people were popping in and showing up. It's just I got hung up on my dilemmas. So yeah, so you probably see me on early in the morning tomorrow, and because I like this being more organic as much as possible. But I realize it would it like I want a combination of a few different streams that I do, and each one's different, and it's on a schedule. And then like in the middle of the week, on days that something ain't scheduled, those would be the days where like this. Okay, I'm just gonna fire. I get up one morning. I'm gonna hit the. Let's go. Like there's a way you can like I'm trying to figure out. I guess I'm trying to. My friend James Gannon keeps saying it's kind of like a rebranding, like trying to rework, go from how you've been doing it, because to the next level, like trying to figure
Yeah.
out what's best.
Well, you
Matter
know
of fact,
what worked for you before.
what'd you say? I'm sorry that I keep saying,
No, no. You know what worked for you before.
Yeah. What, you saying that I knew what worked for me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, I think it's probably good to every so often kind of analyze what you've been doing and try to figure out like where can I want to get better at streaming. So
Yeah.
I'm kind of doing less videos, but then also I had an epiphany. I was like, uh, I decided I'm gonna at least try to do one video for the second channel, even if it's just a short or something, just so it stays in the algorithm. But then I'm gonna shift back to where I've already done it. So I'm gonna like because when you asked me that question a few weeks ago, why you got two channels? I was like, I can still like post enough to keep it in the algorithm, but I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna bring everything back to this channel. This is the channel that's been growing the longest, and once I get back in here consistently, I'll see more growth. So it's like that's a cool story. This girl Mandy that was the night shift. She's only one at Journey at night up to 10 o'clock. And like I had a really deep conversation with her and stuff, and talking to her about something. And like she's married and everything. Obviously I wasn't like when I go to somewhere like that, I'm not even thinking about nothing like that. But so she was gone for 2 days, and she thought I was going to be gone Monday. And she came in yesterday evening, and she's like, "I hear a gray cloud. I thought he was leaving today." And then so she shared an interesting story. So I'd been talking about the channel, but I'd shared some personal stuff. And she said,
Mm-hmm.
so for the 2 days she was off, like one night, her and her husband were trying to find something on YouTube, and neither one of them could decide on anything. So they're just scrolling. She wasn't even looking for the channel. And all of a sudden she came across the channel, and she's like, "That's great, loud." Like she had already had the discussion with her husband and talking about the
Mm-hmm.
interesting topic we talked about and everything. And so they watched a little short video, and like she said, dude was like, "Man, he's kind of interesting. I want to learn more about him." And so she's like, "I'm going to subscribe," and he's going to subscribe. And then, it's like, that was kind of fun to have an experience like that, especially she wasn't even like, she hadn't even, it just happened to randomly pop up as a suggestion.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want
Yeah,
to feel
that's
like,
interesting.
yeah, it's like when you have like in real life, like someone telling you, like, you've only talked about it a few times, but they're interested. And then you go on a deeper level and you start talking about something real deep. And then they go home and they tell their husband all about this stuff. And then the next thing you know, they're looking at YouTube looking for something, not even typing in the channel's name, and it pops up. And I was like,
Oh man, no, that's a bloody smartphones. They listen to every stupid thing we say. They listen to everything we say. Our smartphones. Like sometimes I have a conversation about.
that's what I told her. I was like, probably when
Yeah.
we were working that night in the office, your phone heard it.
Yeah.
Now, Mike Hernandez, you know who I'm talking about, my friend.
Mhm.
Now his was different. He didn't even know I had a fucking channel at all, and he was just looking through YouTube and saw that I had a channel, and that. And I thought he had maybe seen it on like Facebook or something. That's when I was on Facebook a few years ago. He's like, "No, man, I was just like scrolling through YouTube, and your face popped up, and I was like." He hit the channel, and so that's like that's even cooler because like he didn't know I had a channel.
Mhm.
I hadn't talked to him in years.
Yeah,
What I'm
no,
saying,
that's likely. I just his profile, what he watches, and everything kind of leads you towards your stuff.
yeah, a lot of times that's what happens too. But
Yeah.
I thought it was interesting. Somebody I had not seen in years or talked to in years, and they randomly it was a suggestion or in their feed, and I'm glad that happened because it reconnected me and him.
Yeah, that's great. Man, I have to leave you now. I need to do some stuff
Yeah,
here. It's 10:30 p.m. So got to get some stuff ready before I go to
so
bed.
be a little more fun, but we'll do. I'll talk to you again. I'm gonna get off here
Sure.
too. Take care of shit I need to.
Yeah. All right, man. I'm glad to see you back, and hope you stay in line
Yeah, I
for
am.
your own sake. Yeah.
I appreciate it.
I mean, look. I'm not the person who's gonna give you shit for anything, right? I'm not gonna be criticizing you if you fall off the wagon or anything. But I can just tell you this: to realize that it's all for your sake, and just keep it going.
Yeah. Well, I realize there's a lot of people that want to see me do better. Like,
Yeah. No, come me along those folks.
yes, I do. Well, let's wrap this up, man.
Yeah.
We had it. But what is most important is you actually joined me.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
what's here?
well, I'm just saying you at least came on and talked for a little while, and uh, I just got back, so like I said, tomorrow will be a different day, and I'll have
Yeah.
adjusted back to being at home and kind of work with my computer and my setup and all that a little more.
Yeah.
So until next time,
Yes.
over and out.
See you soon.
See
Bye
you.
bye.